And we are live. Hello guys. How are we all doing? Welcome to another stream. And it is the Southampton versus Manchester United preview. I've just come after United lads did their preview on their channel. Great channel. Go check out in the link in the description down below. Darryl, welcome to the stream, my friend. How are you doing? And welcome everyone else who has just joined the stream. Sorry for the delay, guys. There's a few problems and a few issues and stuff, but now we are live, hopefully. Thank you if you are just joining us. Really appreciate it. If you haven't already, please do like the stream as well. So we're going to get straight into it. Thank you, Darryl. Really appreciate it. If you guys haven't already subbed to all the channels as well, please do check them all out. Links are all in the description down below. But yeah, please do get your thoughts and opinions on the Southampton game. Obviously, on the right-hand side, you can see my predicted lineup. Matthew Jones, welcome, my friend. Thank you very much. He's also one part of United lads who just did a fantastic stream. So go check them out in the description down below. But yeah, we obviously I'm on a bit later than build. Obviously, there's a few problems with just, you know, I was going to go live at 9 and it just didn't work out, and then 9:30 and all that kind of stuff. But I'm here now at 10 o'clock, which is not too bad. United lad says, well, my friend. Yes, thank you very much for joining us, United lads. And as I said, they did a fantastic stream. Please do go check them out in the description down below. Darryl said, do you do call nights? Yeah, if you want to call in, Darryl, my Skype name is there. There is my Skype name in the chat. So if you do want to call in, please do feel free. And I'll just get up Skype right now. So if you do want to call in, guys, please do feel free to do so. But yeah, I'm just getting up Skype now. Thank you very much, Matthew, for the nice background. Really appreciate it. It's simple. It's just kind of simple, but it's alright, isn't it? It's not too bad. I've also got the United flag in the background, like was what was suggested on my watch along, which, by the way, guys, did absolutely fantastically. It got 8.2k views. I mean, that is absolutely fantastic. A record for the channel, so it's absolutely brilliant. Man United God 7, welcome us, friend. He said, "What's nice banner? Thanks, man. Really appreciate it." You know, just a simple design just works for me, really. So yeah, but yeah, guys. Obviously, Southampton. We play Southampton, first 3 o'clock game of the new season. And what are you guys thinking? What do you guys think is going to happen in this game? All right, guys. You have a great dinner there. Enjoy your dinner. Don't worry about it. Thanks for joining anyway. And also, guys, if you haven't already, please do like the stream if you haven't already. Matthew, I got 7. Is it the camera or you look very pale? Yeah, no, it's the camera. I think the lighting and things like that. I don't think I'm that pale. I am quite a pale person, but I'm not that pale. I can see what my face looks like, and it just looks a bit. Yeah, I know what you mean. It does look very, very pale. So hopefully that gets sorted out. But as you can see on the right hand side here is my predicted lineup for tomorrow's game. Now I've gone with a 4-2-3-1, and I've gone with David Hare in goal, Daley Blind, Bailly, Jones and Valencia at the back, with Ander Herrera and Nemanja Matic in the 2 centre midfield roles, with Marcus Rashford, Henrik Mkhitaryan and Juan Mata the 3 in behind. Romelu Lukaku, Mr. Consistent, 6 in 6 now, or 7 in 7, I'm not sure, for Romelu Lukaku. So an absolutely fantastic record for him. And yeah, I think that'll be a lineup that'll be strong enough to get the job done. Obviously, it'll be difficult going away to the south coast of Southampton. It's going to be difficult, and obviously they are going to make it difficult for us because they are a smaller team and they want, you know, those big scalps. And you know, going away to Southampton, they've got their home atmosphere, home crowd, and it's not going to be easy for us. So I think it's going to be it's going to be very, very difficult. Neston G says Man United 3-0. Thank you very much for contributing, Nesta. And yeah, 3-0. I really hope for that. I will be giving my prediction in just a second. But Darryl might be a first-time caller onto the stream, so I'll accept you, Darryl. There we go. I've accepted you, Darryl. If you want to call me, please do, and I will answer your call and you can get on to the stream. So, but yeah, guys, as I said, if you haven't already, please do like the stream, and also subscribe to all the channels in the link in the description as well. But yeah, alright, I'll answer Darryl's call. Alright, Darryl, how are you doing? Welcome, you are live on Red Devil Weekly.
Cheers, mate. First of all, I want to say that United always struggle when they're playing against Southampton. It's not really expected, really, because United are a good side, but anyone who plays away to Southampton always struggle, which you saw me mention in the United lads live stream. I just wanted to know what you thought, because it's going to be a tough game. Of course, we do concede goals against Southampton, which is something that Man United need to stop doing. But I feel that, well, if we play Lukaku and we play the team that you've got on your predictions, I feel we can cause more problems against them than we do against a lot of the other sides.
Yeah, I definitely agree with your points there, Darryl. I think, obviously, Southampton being a smaller club, they always want to, get one over on the bigger club, and they will make it difficult for us. And we against these kind of teams, especially last season, we have been notorious for conceding goals against these kind of sides, especially Southampton. And they have a few decent players, and of course, going away with their home atmosphere and things like that, it's going to be difficult for us. It's no question. It's not going to be a walkover. Unless a different Southampton turn up on the day. But I mean, in my opinion, it's going to be close. And if we're going to win this game, we're going to have to pull out a great performance. So yeah, I definitely agree. In terms of the lineup, obviously I've got the one on my screen. Is there anything you would change to it potentially?
I'm looking at it here. No, I'd probably agree. I would keep the formation as it is, 4-2-3-1. De Gea is correct. Phil Jones, I'm not certain though, because I don't know if I think Luke Shaw's back from injury now, is he, or is he still injured?
Oh yeah, actually he did play in the Burn game. That is true. I'm not sure if he's going to be put back into the Premier League. I just thought that Blind might go in there. I was kind of. I mean, I would actually like Luke Shaw, to be honest, but I'm not sure if he's going to get a start. But yeah, I think Luke Shaw would be a good option. But as you said about Jones, he has been a bit shaky. Yeah, I don't know. I think for now, I think the partnership is probably going to stay the same. But I think maybe if he doesn't have a great game tomorrow, then we might see someone like Smalling, or possibly. I was going to say Lindelof, but I'm not sure about Lindelof. He hasn't really started too well, but we might see the partnership change if Jones has a bad game. But yeah, I think I would agree. I think the lineup's alright actually, and as you said before, with the lineup we've got enough in there to. On my predicted lineup, I don't know the lineup obviously, but in my predicted lineup, I think we've got enough firepower and enough to cause lots and lots of problems for Southampton's defence. Is there anything? Obviously, it's. I'm not. Yeah. What game of it? The 5th game of the season is it? I'm not sure. But it's what it's. I
think it's the 5th game this season. But yeah, I'm going to go to your point about Victor Lindelof. He did play well against Burton. He did well defensively. I think he's actually going to turn into a very good signing that United have done. Because, he's starting to play well in the Premier League. He's getting the feel. But if he plays tomorrow, well, we will know that he'll be under pressure a lot. Because he'll be the main centre-back that obviously Southampton will try and get past. But I always say this to my other fellow United fans, but when you play Southampton, if the Southampton strikers or attackers don't receive the ball, they can't score. That's what I always say, and it seems to be a tactic that works, because I always say it about every single team that plays against us. I always say, if they don't get the ball, the strikers, then it means that obviously they're not going to be able to score. So it makes it a bit easier on us I mean, our defence is quite solid as well this season. We played much better at the start of this season than we have last season. Because last season we played okay, but we just conceded. We weren't scoring as many as we conceded last season. But this season, we've scored lots of goals. I mean, what, 10 goals in 4 games? Is that? No, 14 goals in 4 games. And we haven't conceded yet. So if we can keep this tally of not conceding goals, we could be a massive problem to the other teams who play against us in the Premier League this season. And of course, we're classed as the favourites to win the league. But then again, so are Man City. So it's going to be a case of which Manchester team wins the league. That's what I think.
Yeah, it does seem like it's going to be the title is going to go to one of the Manchester clubs. And I mean, as you said, I think if we keep playing like we are, I think we're going to really. It'll be a struggle for many teams to get past us. And one of the main differences I've seen from United this season is the clinicalness. Because last season, I mean, at Old Trafford, the theatre of draws, or Drawchester United as rival fans used to call it. I mean, the amount of frustrating draws where we just had loads and loads of chances we couldn't put it away. And this season, it seems like, especially in the last 10, 15, 20 minutes of games, we are finishing off teams. And especially if you look at Everton, really in the grand scheme of things, we didn't deserve the scoreline flattered us in a way. I mean, 4-0 looked like we ran away with it, but really it was closer than 4-0. But we were just able to take our chances when we needed to, and if we can do that throughout the season, then I think there's not. I can't see many other teams who are able to stop that. And as you said, just on the Southampton point as well, with the fact that if their strikers don't get the ball, they won't score. That's perfect. I mean, I wouldn't have put it better myself, to be honest. I think the fact is that it's true. If they don't get the ball, they're not going to score. And if we're able to keep the ball away from them, if we're able to keep possession and keep the mistakes down to a minimum, then I think we'll be absolutely fine. And I think they will have chances, because every team, it seems, against Manchester United will get a few chances. But when you've got David De Gea in goal, I mean, it's going to take something to beat him. But yeah, I think going into this game, we're in a good place.
Yeah, totally agree with you. I feel that De Gea in goal gives us a much better chance of keeping clean sheets than we would if we had Sergio Romero. Now he played well. He managed to win us the Europa League, but I don't feel he's Premier League class though. Now, although he's shown it a few games in last season, but I just don't feel it. He's the right type of keeper to play for Man United in goal in a tough league than like the Premier League. Because David De Gea is one of England's greatest goalkeepers. I mean, but so was Peter Schmeichel. We're going back into the old years at the minute. But I think we got a new type of Peter Schmeichel in David De Gea as a goalkeeper, because he's just so good. He's non-stop saving, and he just keeps the teams from scoring. It's just so good to have a goalkeeper who's reliable, and the tactics that Jose Mourinho gives out to the players, depending which players it is, a lot of the times it depends on the tactics that Jose gives to the players at the same time as them performing well on the pitch.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree. I mean, obviously, especially, I mean, David De Gea. I mean, I in my opinion, I mean, if you haven't seen already, the FIFA, the 3 nominees for like the best goalkeeper have been announced, and David De Gea isn't even in the top 3, which I don't really understand. I think it's Buffon, Keylor Navas, and and Manuel Neuer, which they're good keepers, but I think De Gea deserves to be in the top 3. But hey ho, I'm not one of the judges. But yeah, I think, as you said about I think we do have another Peter Schmeichel on our hands. He's just, the consistency he shows when, especially last season, we could have finished lower than 6th without David De Gea. He was still within all the carnage that was going on. He was still able to pull off saves, keep us in games, and keep his concentration. And I think that's one thing that will put him apart from other goalkeepers. And in a title-winning side, you need a great goalkeeper. If you look at all the past title-winning sides, there's not many which you can say that the goalkeeper didn't have a big part to play. So I think David De Gea, the fact that he's still with us in some ways is a miracle. And it's just great that he is still with us, and the reports saying he wants to be a Manchester United legend and things like that. But I'm just going to read a few of the comments, if that's all right.
I'm looking at the comments. See you anyway.
Yeah. Let's see what you guys are saying. Curry Buddy says, nice background. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Just gone for the sort of simple background. Crazy Pizza, welcome to the stream, my friend. Asian Gamer, welcome to the stream as well. Thanks for joining. He says he thinks Young and Fellaini will play tomorrow. They actually haven't been playing too badly, to be honest, in recent games. Especially Ashley Young. I think he's played really well at left back. And also I think Fellaini has done well when he's come in, but I haven't put him in the starting lineup because I'd like to see him as come off the bench, really. But there you go. I'll get your opinion on that, Darryl, in just a second. Ryan says, I predict the exact same team, but with Young at left back. So Young at left back seems to be a popular choice. Let's see what else you guys saying. Crazy Pizza predicts 2-0 to Manchester United. Tell you what, if we come out of the Southampton game with a clean sheet and a 2-0 win, I'd be very, very happy. So yeah, I'd be very happy with that. United Lads says, give me something to discuss and I'll Skype in. Well, honestly, it's your show, guys. You can Skype in and talk about anything you want. Obviously, it is the Southampton preview, and me and Darryl have just been discussing a bit of the Southampton game, but then we've also gone on to different topics. So anything you guys want to talk about, really, I'll be happy to discuss it with you. So yeah, please do Skype in if you do, if you feel like it. I'll put my Skype in the chat just now. But yeah, Darryl, just going back to the point that Asian Gamer made there about Ashley Young and Marouane Fellaini. Obviously, they played decently in the games that they did play. Obviously, Fellaini had to come in as a sub against Basel, and then obviously played against Everton as well. And also Ashley Young played as well. And I thought they played well. What did you think of their performances?
Well, which games are you talking about? Because I was going to talk about the when they were playing on the same team against Basel in the Champions League. They work well as a partnership when attacking and scoring. Because the first goal against Basel was actually created from an Ashley Young cross, which Fellaini managed to header in. And I feel that Fellaini is a good player for someone who's quite tall. I mean, I feel it's just his head that's so tall. It's good to have a tall player who can actually header the ball in. He scored a lot of headers for United quite a few times. Yeah, it's sometimes the shooting of him that's slacking, but I feel that we've got him. We got Ashley Young, two very decent players who actually are from Man United. Very decent players. I feel that if we can get those two both on the pitch tomorrow, then of course, bang, there's a goal. So we might get, we might get 1, 2, 3. We might even get 4 again, but that'd be very lucky. I don't know whether we'd see 4 again for a bit. But I also feel that we're playing against Southampton, which isn't an easy game away from home. Since we've been winning 4-0 and 2-0 and all them type of scores, all the other teams in the Premier League seem to be quite scared to play against United and just try and go easy, which we love. We love teams going easy on Man United because that means that we can easily, means we can easily score past them and get in 3 points. But tomorrow it's going to be probably one of the toughest games away. I'm not excluding Man City and Chelsea and Arsenal. They're tough games. But people were expecting a very tough game against Everton, which it was even till the 80th minute, which we scored bang 3 goals, which we did the same away to Swansea in the second game of the season. So it just shows that we're the masters of scoring in the last 10 minutes of the games.
Yeah, I mean, great points there, to be fair. I think, obviously, going back to what you said about, Fellaini and Ashley Young, I think one of the main things you get out of someone like Ashley Young especially, and the combination, in fact, is the fact that we have someone in Ashley Young who's been crossing the ball for years, and the crosses he put in, especially for the Fellaini header, as you described, was a brilliant cross. And when we have people like not just Fellaini but also Lukaku in the height of our team, if we can put in deliveries like that, we will be a threat. And I think especially in these sort of tough, sticky away games where, it might be 0-0, it's a bit tense, and you need a goal which isn't exactly the most glamorous, but it's just to get it in the back of the net. If you have someone who can produce a ball like that with the height that we have, we could be absolutely lethal. So I agree. It's gonna be a difficult game. There's no question. There is no question about that. I haven't actually. Oh, sorry. I just saw the chat. Sorry, and it seems like United lads and a same gamer ones are getting on the Skype call as well. So I'll see if I can add them. But just as I'm trying to do this, I realise I haven't got a proper score prediction out of you. So what is your score prediction for tomorrow's game?
Well, my score prediction is the one that I put in the United lads, the United lads live stream. I said, well, because it's a hard game, but United can get 3 points off them rather easily because they're a team that can concede easily. So I've put a 3-1 prediction down.
All right, yeah, that yeah. Sorry, sorry. Did I cut you off? Is there anything else you want to say?
I don't think there's much else to say except come on United.
Very true, very true.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's been thank you so much for calling in, to be fair. I mean, we haven't had too many calls, but I've got to say this ranks up with one of the best calls that we've had on the channel. So thank you very much for calling in, Darryl. Really appreciate it. And yeah, please do, stay tuned because, and do call in again because I do, on these streams, I do, accept most Skype calls or all Skype calls really, to be honest, because I don't get that many. But yeah, thanks for tuning into, both our channels, especially if United lads are in the stream as well, for being part of the community. Thank you very much for doing so.
Yep, not a problem. Cheers, mate.
Right, cheers, and hopefully we get the win tomorrow. See you there. Bye.
What? Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Was there anything else you want to say? Don't. Oh, you're still on, mate. You're still on.
No.
Oh, right. Okay. Fair enough. I kind of felt like I cut him off there. I felt a bit bad, but sorry about that. United lads. Oh yeah. Sorry. Thank you very much for the call, Darryl, guys. Thank you very much for the call. And also, United lads, I'm trying to see what your Skype is, but yeah, I can't find it. What is your Skype again? I'll see if I can find it. I believe I added it as a thingy. I believe I added it. Did I? Is it Philip? This one here? No, it's not. One second. goodness me. Right. Darryl says, "Get in, what a call, lads. Thanks for enjoying the call." Yeah, guys, thanks, Ryan. Thanks, Ryan. Really appreciate it. For joining the call, and please do call in again. I really appreciate it. Yeah, guys, I'm trying to sort out the Skype. Sorry, guys, if it. Matthew Jones says, "Totally agree, Kieran. Young always gives us a good performance. I would say that he probably has the best delivery in our team. I do feel like Young is underrated because he doesn't do anything special." Yeah, true. Okay, hold on. That's the Skype, is it? Let's just search that up. But yeah, no, definitely agree with you there, Matthew. I think he is underrated because he doesn't. Yeah. He doesn't put in, like, amazing, you know what I mean? He doesn't put in like doing amazing skills or anything like that. But he does the job, and he can cross the ball as well. Darryl says, "Guys, I do Skype calls on United previews. Look at my channel and please sub." Yeah, guys, tell you what, Darryl, I'll add you to the description because you're an absolute G, my friend. So please do subscribe to Darryl as well. I didn't even know he did that. So yeah, I mean, I thought you spoke really well. So it's good. It's good that you're doing that. So thank you very much for calling in, and please go and subscribe to Darryl. Yeah. Yeah, keep getting your comments and questions in on the Southampton game. I'm trying to search for your account, United lads, but it's not coming up. Hold on a second, guys. Las Vegas Dream. Tim Jones. Right, I think I should. Alright, hello, I think we've got United lads on. Hello, guys. Are you?
Hello.
Hello, right, there we are, guys. United lads are finally on the Skype, on the Red Devil Weekly channel.
It's just Luke.
Oh, it's just Luke. It's just Luke, but Matthew is here in spirit. So obviously Southampton preview. If you want to check out the United lads one, that I've just followed, link in the description down below for their channel. Go check them out. But obviously it's a Southampton preview tomorrow. I know I watched your stream. It's a great stream, and you guys, shared a lot of your opinions and views.
Thank you.
Obviously tomorrow is going to be a tight game. I mean, in my opinion, it's going to be a tight game. But it's obviously. Let's just start with the lineup first. With the lineup that I've displayed on my screen or setup or whatever, is there any changes that you think you would make to that?
Well, I'd say I agree with it pretty much, but I'm going to go with what the lads have said in the live chat. And I probably wouldn't play Daley Blind at left back. I'd be more inclined to play Ashley Young. With the performances he's put in the last few games, very consistent player. You're guaranteed to get a 7 or 8 out of 10 every single match. I'm looking at your Mkhitaryan and Mata just behind Lukaku. What's your reasoning behind playing Mkhitaryan in the central position and Mata on the right wing?
That's a good question. Well, I think I thought the Mkhitaryan. I think for me he's just a more natural central attacking midfielder. And I think he does just. I think he just put in a better performance when he plays there. I think he can link up with Lukaku a bit more, and I think obviously, I mean, the amount of assists that he's already got this season speaks volumes about his performance levels, and I think he's a very important player. And I think because he's a very important player, we need to make sure we're playing him in the right positions. And I think the right wing position is still a good position for him, but I don't know about the I just feel like he affects the play more in a central attacking midfield role. But I do agree that you could play him on the right and play Matt as a cam, because they're both good in those in the respective positions. I just thought, that was kind of my reasoning. I thought I'd be able to link up with Lukaku a bit more, but yeah, I mean,
except for that,
yeah.
So except for that, it's a very solid lineup, and I pretty much agree with all of it. Yeah, I completely agree with what you're saying with Mkhitaryan, and I touched on it in our live stream. Probably been the most positive change to last season out of all our squad. Of course, Mkhitaryan played very well in the Europa League, but in terms of the league, it was a bit of a hot-cold season. So it's really nice to see that he stepped up his game and he's getting a handful of assists only 4 or 5 games into the season.
Yeah, it's very good to see, and it's good to see that he's sort of acting on a promise that he made last season. Obviously, to the Manchester United fans, he promised that he promised that he'd want to improve his performance on last season and get better. And it does seem like he's making a huge impact on this team this season, and he's going to be very important, especially against Southampton tomorrow, because it's going to be tight, and you need that player who can unlock the doors and create chances for Lukaku. And Lukaku's a good enough striker that if he gets enough chances, he will score 1 or 2 of them, and we will be fine. Just going to read a few of the comments, if that's all right.
Yeah.
Matthew Jones says, I thought I'd let Luke Skype in. He had a few questions for you. Oh, fair enough. But yeah, thanks Matthew for being in the chat. Really appreciate it. And as I said, he is one half of United Lads, so go check them out in the description down below if you guys haven't already. Tubes, welcome to streamer friend. How are you doing? Crazy Pizza Gaming, welcome as well. How are you doing as well? Thank you very much for joining. And guys, if you haven't already, please do like the stream. I'd really appreciate it. Darryl says, don't know how to call me on Skype, Asian Gamer, and let me know how to do it. Add me, Darryl Johnson. Alright, he's talking to Asian Gamer there. But yeah, it was a good Skype with Darryl Johnson as well. So, and go check his channel out. It's not in the description.
Well done.
Yeah, it was a good call, wasn't it?
Yeah, very good. Thanks, Darryl Johnson, as Red Devil Weekly was saying, for tuning in to all of the United fan channels that we're linked in with. Really appreciate all the support, and it's nice to see us get these new lads in. And well done for having the confidence for coming on to Red Devil Weekly. It's not easy. Yeah,
it's not easy with the. I was going to say with the loads of people that watch it, but it's still good. It's still good to get on and to share your opinions and stuff. It's still good. Cheap says pot. All right, doing a few of the chants there from the olden days from the Manu Village and Ji Sung Park. Love it. But I mean, obviously, I haven't asked you yet. What would be your score prediction for tomorrow's game?
It's a tough one. I think it's going to be very tight. I can see us maybe having a hiccup, so Southampton get a goal. But I think we'll pull out the 3 points. It is a must-win, so I'm going for 2-1 United. 2-1
United from Luke from United Lads. I think that's a solid prediction, and I definitely agree. I can see them scoring 100%. I mean, last game I was wrong because I thought that Everton. I thought Everton were nailed on to score last week, and excuse me, I was wrong about that. But I think
so was I.
I think that tomorrow it's. I mean, I would like to think we could keep a clean sheet, and I think one of the predictions that was made in the chat, I think it was from Crazy. No, it wasn't. It was from someone in the chat. I'm not sure who, but they made a 2-0 prediction. Now, if we come out of the game tomorrow with a clean sheet and with a 2 or 3 goal cushion, I'll be over the moon. I think it would just that'd be a great performance, because it's not easy going down to the south coast and going away from home, especially with Southampton, because they're going to be up for it. As you guys said in your stream, they're going to be up for it. They're going to want to get one over on United, because I mean, let's face it. Southampton are the kind of team they'll draw to United, then go and lose to freaking West Brom or something like that.
Just like Stoke City.
Yeah, exactly like Stoke City. But it's annoying like that. But I guess it's a compliment in a way. I guess it's a compliment. Let's just read a few of the comments before I get back into. I've got a question for you just before after I read some of these comments. So stay tuned for that. Tube says Darryl Johnson, great call. Yeah, it was a very good call. Thanks, Darryl. Really appreciate it. Darryl says, I accept all Skype requests. Come on, have a chat anytime. Don't be scared. I don't have many contacts. Need more. Yeah, guys. So if you do want to have a chat to Darryl about Manchester United or anything like that, go add him on Skype. I'm not sure. I don't know what his Skype is. He might put it in the chat, but yeah, go check him out on Skype and also go check out his channel. Tube is also just listing out the previous results against Southampton. So in 2012-2013, it was a 3-2, and Robin van Persie obviously scored a hat trick in that game. 2013-14 under David Moyes, let's try and forget that. We drew 1-1. What a surprise. 2014-15, we won 2-1. And then 2015-16, we won 3-2. So yeah, as you can see there, we won 3 out of the 5 games, but every game was a very, very tough game. So as we've just been discussing, it is going to be a very, very difficult game tomorrow. But I think obviously we've talked a bit about the Southampton game, which is good. But I want to go a bit further into the future with you, Luke. Now, so obviously the January transfer window. Now, there's been a lot of talk and a lot of speculation over who we may be thinking about bringing in January. And I know you guys touch on this in your stream. And as I've said again, if you want to check that out, link in the description to their channel. Well, there's been a lot of speculation on who we may bring in January. Now I'm going to pose the question to you. If you were the manager of Manchester United and had the power to bring in any player to Manchester United in January, which position would you pick to play to fill, and who would you bring in?
Oh, that's such a hard question. I honestly don't know. I mean, you look at all the players we've got right now. It looks very solid. We'll see how Lindelof does, but maybe a centre-back, an experienced centre-back to partner Eric Bailly. I've still got a lot of faith in Victor Lindelof, but I think he's one for the future. I mean, what do you think? Do we need another striker with Lukaku, Martial, and Rashford?
Well, I mean, you could argue that. Obviously, there's the what's we going to call it? Zlatan coming back into the team, which is also going to help the sort of striker proposition there. But I mean, I do agree. Now thinking about it, it was a pretty tricky question. I don't really have a great answer for it, so I apologize for putting you on the spot there. But but in the comments, I've just seen Curry Buddy says he would say Raphael Varane. Interesting. So you're saying possibly Lindelof not doing too well, maybe, or that a replacement for someone like Jones. But yeah, I think Lindelof is going to be a very interesting prospect and a very interesting watch throughout the the season. I think it's going to be interesting to see how he adapts. Obviously, right now you could argue he's not doing too well at it, but he's got a lot of time. Was he only like 22 or something? He's got so much time, and I think fans sometimes forget that how young he actually is in the grand scheme of things. So I wouldn't get too worried about it if he doesn't do really well. It's just he needs time to adapt, because obviously the Portuguese league is not the same as the Premier League. But just to think about the January transfer, wow, it's pretty hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think
I've got a question for you about it, actually.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
A lot of people have mentioned our wings. Do you think we need another winger? You think that's someone we need to bring in the January transfer window?
Well, I think obviously that I think it's plain to see that we've got a problem with especially crossing and creating chances on the wings. Now, I think the left wing, I mean, when you've got Rashford and Martial, I think that side is sorted. I think when you got the talent like that, I don't think we need to add anyone to that department. I do agree though that we do need a winger possibly for the right side now. Obviously, we were looking at a few potential targets in the summer, and we were looking at people like Willian, Perisic, and players like this. And obviously, nothing materialised, which is unfortunate. But
don't mention Perisic again.
Oh yeah, no, the saga that went on for the whole transfer window was just a complete smokescreen. But yeah, no, I think it'd be nice to get a winger. Now, I mean, on the spot, I probably wouldn't be able to give you many names or anything, but I think if we could just get someone in who could put a ball into the box, because we've got such an asset with the height we have, and we're just not using it at the moment to our full capabilities. And if we've got someone who can cross the ball, it would be, I think we could be so much more effective in games and somehow be even more clinical than we already are. Just to interrupt. I'm just realising I need a charger, so I'm going to get that. But if you can carry on talking if you can see the comments, because they'll be able to hear you. So if you want to, you can take over the Red Devil Weekly stream for a bit. I'll just need to get a charger.
All right. Hijacked. All right. So get your comments in the live chat. Let's get to 0 subscribers. If you haven't already, please do check out all the channels in the description. It doesn't get any better than this. Right. Tube says wing forward we need like Calajon, Insigne. Yeah, wing forward. Arguably we're a little bit weak, particularly in the right back position. Of course, there's no better right back out there than Antonio Valencia, but he's only getting older, and for me, Darmian isn't good enough, and Ashley Young is older. Are you back, mate?
I think I'm back. I'm just.
Oh, I thought I heard him. Okay, well, I'll keep on reading comments out while he's sorting himself out. Tube says, hope we have a win. Yeah, agreed to. Needed 3 points. No excuses. We have to go and get the 3 points. I'll be disappointed if we draw this one. I was okay with the draw against Stoke City, but if we seriously want to challenge for the title, these are the sort of games we need to take 3 points from.
All right. You've done a better job than me there. To be fair, I'll tell you what. You might. I mean, the height. I mean, I've got to say, props, because it shows how far we've come in terms of being able to speak live, because it's not too easy. But I mean, just listening to you there, I mean, it's quality. So yeah, decent and.
Well, cheers, mate.
No problem at all.
Can I have the channel now then?
Yeah, I'll just hand you over the password after the stream, and you can. But yeah, we'll have to do that again sometime. I'll just give you my just you log into my channel, you can just stream from my channel. But yeah, and as I said, guys, if you want more of that, go subscribe to him. Link in the description down below. But yeah, I'm not sure how many of the comments you've got through, so but yeah, guys, thanks for everyone who has commented. Really appreciate it. All the comments and stuff really helps the stream, keep flowing and things like that. And also, guys, if you haven't already, please do like the stream as well. It really does help the stream out. I probably will be ending the stream quite shortly. It's getting a bit late over here in the UK. So I will be ending the stream quite shortly, but just to read a few more of your comments. Tube says 4 players next summer: Griezmann, Dendoncker, Fabinho, plus another attacker. Tell you what, that'd be a delicious summer. I'm not gonna lie. Especially, I mean, would you bring in Dendoncker and Fabinho? Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, they play in similar positions. Now we've already got a midfield. Quite a stacked number of options in the midfield, and especially if you've got Pereira coming back as well. I I'm not sure if if I would buy two central midfielders when we've got the stacked midfielder we already got. But I would see one central midfielder just to strengthen it. I would go with that. But I think the people like Griezmann and another attacker might be very good. Yeah.
Obviously, in a few key areas, we do still lack some squad depth. With Matic, okay, you've got Carrick, but he's going to retire at the end of the season. So potentially, we do need to be looking, like you say, at the centre midfielder. But yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree. So Darryl says, add me and subscribe to me, United lads on Skype too. Oh yeah, if you want to go add Darryl on Skype. Oh, Asian Gamer is giving me a call on the Skype. Asian Gamer, I'm so sorry, pal. I'm just about to end the stream, but I will 100% get you on next stream. You're going to be the first person on next stream. I really apologise for not taking your call tonight. Obviously, we had Darryl calling and we had United Lads on. We had Luke from United Lads, and I'm really sorry for not taking your call, Asian Gamer. But thank you very much for being in the stream, and I will make sure you're on next stream. Don't you worry about that. Man United God 7. If we get Fabinho, he's more versatile. True. Oh, Fabinho at right backs. Oh, that's it. Silly me. That's actually good because you got Valencia, who's getting old, as United lads think. So yeah, sorry about that. I wasn't thinking straight, unfortunately. But yeah, Fabinho's wing back or a right back might be a very, very good option. So actually, in that respect, I do agree with you. I think Fabinho would be good in that position. He'd be a good squad player as well. Man United God 7 says, let's not forget Fellaini is like a dark horse when it comes to good performances. He's second to Matic. I think it's true that Fellaini can put in a very solid performance, and it does look like Jose Mourinho really does like Marouane Fellaini. It's very clear to see that, and I think I mean, the recent performances, he's played like one of the best players on the pitch. So I think hopefully he can continue this. But I've always thought Fellaini's a great player to have off the bench as another option, just so we can kind of in a game when it's getting a bit tight and we need to come at it from a different angle. Jose Mourinho can switch up the tactics and bring on Fellaini. What do you think about that, Luke?
Yeah, I agree. I touched on it in the last couple of live streams on United lads. For me, Fellaini, he's been pretty solid in that midfield, but for me that was part of our problem last year, playing Fellaini almost as like a Michael Carrick or Nemanja Matic position. For me, like you were saying, Marouane Fellaini is a player you bring on in the last 10-20 minutes when you need to grab a goal, throw him in the opponent's box, and he's a menace, particularly for teams that can't defend, like FC Basel. And yeah, I thought he helped make a lot of those games from 1-0 to 4-0. Very pleased with the performances he's put on for United this season.
I think I'm actually I'm pleasantly surprised. I mean, to be honest, I didn't expect that from Fellaini, and but it almost shows that Mourinho, because of the close relationship they have, he must be doing something with Fellaini to make him play this well, because last season he wasn't doing the same. He wasn't playing at this sort of level. So hopefully it continues, because almost the selection problems that that Jose Mourinho has right now are they're all positive, really. Like, I don't see any which are like we have to pick one bad player over another bad player. They're all things like you got the Rashford and Martial and the midfield situation. I think it's brilliant, and the fact that even when Pogba's injured, we're putting 4 past the team is just great signs. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna unfortunately that's gonna be the end of the stream. I'm gonna have to end it here. I'm afraid, guys, but it's been a great stream. I understand it does get a bit late, obviously, when I do start a bit later, which is sorry about that, guys. But I will be. I'm not sure if I'm going to go live tomorrow with the review or on Sunday. I might do it on Sunday, but you guys stay tuned. And as you said, guys, please do hit that notification button so when I go live, you know about it straight away and you can join the stream like you guys have. But anyway, thanks to everyone who's called in. Thanks to Luke for calling in. Thanks for Darryl for calling in as well. Any last words, Luke?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you for having me on, and subscribe to all the channels in the description. Thank you very much. We'll definitely do this again. Let's get the 3 points against Southampton, and see you all in all of our next live streams.
There you go. Brilliant words from Luke there. And as I said, Luke from United Lads, go check him out in the description down below. He's in the chat as well if you want to go check him out. Fantastic channel, and I would really recommend it. Although I think a lot of you guys in here are also subscribed to United Lads, and thanks for being part of the community. We all really appreciate your guys' support and the fact that you take time out of your day to come watch us. It really does make us feel happy, and we really appreciate it. Thanks everyone for joining, and also guys, please do like the stream. It really does help. And also in the description, if you do have Twitter, just incidentally, go give me a follow on Twitter at RedDevilWeekly. We're nearing 700 followers on the Twitter, which is brilliant. So please do keep up the follows. But yeah, guys, thanks for all the support in the live chat. Thanks to Luke, thanks to Darryl as well for calling in. And I'll see you